What is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, back with another video, here to talk about some Final Fantasy VII Remake. This is Final Fantasy VII Remake news number 5. Chocobo and Moogle is here. Ew! Yeah, guys, if you already know this, but I feel like I have to keep on saying, I gotta emphasize this fact here, that I'm very, very excited for this game. And every time they have distributed news about this game, like I get goosebumps, you know what I mean? All the things that I loved about Final Fantasy, you know, I keep thinking about that stuff. Then I see new implementations being added. I'm like, yo, these new implementations are very, very cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing that I'm seeing like it's nothing that's jargon, or there's nothing that is like out of the way. It all makes sense when you're remaking a game, and they're remaking the greatest game of all time, and they're making it even greater. But we're going to go over all of that stuff here, guys. We're going to be talking about Chocobo and Moogle, however you guys say it. But you know, this is the first time we actually get to see, you know, this summon in person, and the pictures look glorious. So I'm going to be showing that stuff off as well. But yeah, guys, the news that dropped yesterday was bombastic. You know what I mean? If you're a Final Fantasy fan, you're definitely going to be loving this stuff. So on the PlayStation blog, they took to the PlayStation blog where they talk about new Final Fantasy VII Remake scenes, features, cloud, combat, and more. So they showed off a whole bunch of stuff here, which was looking really, really cool. And I'm going to be showing these pictures off here very, very soon. Yo, Ken, what is good, man? What is up? I'm going to be showing this stuff off here, making sure you guys can see as well. We're zooming in, baby. We're zooming in. So here's one of the first pics here that they're showing. My man Cloud with this amazing little slash here. This looks like it's like a special kind of slash because there's a purple hue going on here. But we'll definitely see there's an ATB bar that is used here. So it probably is like a skill move that he's using. But yeah, like I said, guys, every time they bring up, you know, news, or they, you know, distribute news about this game, I just get more and more excited for it. I can't wait for March, pretty much March 3rd. So yeah, so summon chocobos, the master materia, and throw some darts with 20. So they kind of trick you there when it comes to master materia, right? They kind of trick you there to pull you in, but you're going to see what they're actually talking about when it comes to the materia and all that stuff. Because not only you're going to have like a special menu for your materia, which, you know, you had in the previous games, but you're also having the weapon menu being upgraded from the previous games. So you can upgrade weapons even more in this game, and we're going to see that mechanic really, really soon in the game. We're not going to read all this stuff here, but just want to show off this screen here. So you see my man Cloud, this is the weapon menu here. You got the iron blade, you got the hard edge, and you got the nail bat and the bustable sword. So this is telling me here that this game is obviously going to be very, very different, due to the fact that you see the nail bat here, you know what I mean? we see the hard edge there, you know what I mean? We see the nail bat here. Nail bat, you got that pretty not pretty late, but I think you got that in like June on. Somebody could correct me if I'm incorrect about that, but I'm assuming that the nail bat you can get like in June on or something like that, if I remember correctly, you know what I mean? And them having that right here in this menu, when this game is just about Midgar, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, what else are you just adding, you know, to the game? You know what I mean? And then it shows here like each weapon, I guess it has like a different ability here. So the Buster Sword, you have the focus thrust, and you see that the proficiency bonus stagger for a foe, 100% proficiency. That's crazy, you know what I mean? The Buster sword looking pretty strong too. 35 damage, 35 magic. You know what I mean? Looking cool. And you see the stuff that it has equipped it here with the materia that you have equipped it. But you see this backs up the you know, the claim where it each sword probably has an ability tied to it. You get that in the Temple of the Agents, the nail bat. Oh, okay. I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, it's like in a chest or something. I think, right? One of them chests. But the nail bat, you know what I mean? Super strong weapon. But I don't think it had any materia slots here. Because look right here, you don't see the materia slots, so they're keeping that true to what the nail bat is. It's more of like a damaging weapon, but you don't see any materia slots here, which, you know, that's what the nail bat is. So yeah, Kenny, shout out to Ken right there. Yeah, the Temple of Agents. I remember that now. I remember that now. Some reason I think Junon as well, but maybe you could probably like purchase it at Junon or something like that. I'm not sure, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. Oh, you can get it at Junon later. See, that's why I remember in Junon. I keep remembering Junon. You know what I mean? But they have a few weapons here, which I'm really digging, because this is huge here. This game is only in Midgard, guys. That we got to understand here. But they're showing a lot of weapons where you get in like different areas within the game. You know what I mean? Like we said, the nail bat, you got that in the Temple of Agents. You know what I mean? What the hard edge they have here as well. And the hard edge, I think you got that from the Shinra building later on in the Midgard area. The iron blade, I don't remember where you get that. I don't think that's even a weapon. I don't remember that weapon. I don't remember iron blade. Somebody remember it, let me know. I don't remember that as a cloud weapon. But it's there. You know what I mean? What can I say? But this just looks cool here, that, you know, you're just getting a whole bunch of information here when it comes to the weapon, that you have equipped, and the stuff that you have, the material that you have equipped with it, and you see the ability that, you know, the weapon entails. So that's pretty cool. I like that detail there. So that's something new that they're bringing into the game as well, just in the menus, because at the end of the day, you're playing a RPG. I'm in the menus, you know what I mean? But what is cool here, you see this little triangle area here? I'm gonna show this off some more. See this little triangle area here? When you press triangle, weapon upgrade settings. What? What is going on here? Select a weapon to upgrade. Press triangle for a list of automated settings. What? A weapon to upgrade? So you telling me you're not just equipping materia to this weapon? What? Yo, this is where I got super excited. Listen, I'm getting excited right now. So here it is right here where they're showing it. So let's read off this first. Each weapon has its own unique weapon ability that increases in proficiency the more they are used. Yes, that's an old school little mechanic there when it comes to RPG. You know what I mean? Because the typical new age RPG levels up everything once you're using with a character. So if you had like an armor or a weapon, and you have a different armor or weapon equipped, but the other ones that you might, you know, have all of that shit is getting, you know, upgraded as that's a universal stat boost for everything, you know what I mean, as you level up. But here you actually got to use the weapon to increase the proficiency of the weapon. So obviously you can see here that Kyle been using this Buster Blade because his proficiency got to 100 in the level. When an ability's proficiency level reaches this maximum, the ability is then learned by the wielder, and that can be used when wielding any weapon. Oh, that's fire. So, but this gives you an incentive to keep on using a weapon, right? So if you want to universally learn all the weapon abilities, you're going to have to keep on grinding out using a weapon to up the proficiency. So that's the grinding that you're going to be doing. You know what I mean? So you're going to be grinding the weapon as well as you're leveling up. So then now, you know, you probably, when you get to the ultimate weapon or the ultimate blade or whatever it is, you have all these abilities that you can use upon that weapon. That's, oh my, yo, God, I can't wait. Yo. I can't wait. They already setting up for no materia runs. Well, the materia stuff, they remember they showed that late. I pull it up. They showed a they showed the materia you know, menu as well, where, you know, you can level up the materia and all that stuff. But I don't think I remember seeing like a level 5 materia or anything. The thing I saw was like level 3, but you can still level up the materia just like how, you know, the previous game was. They probably gonna limit how each level is to just, you know, balance certain things in the game, or, you know, however they want to, you know, pervade whatever they want. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But at the end of the day, it's not just you thinking about the materia. It's now you thinking about the actual weapon as well, you know, so you can up the proficiency of the weapon. So that's just a cool extra goal for you to do within the game. You know what I mean? So here's the menu that is showing here. Let's so he says spend skill points to enhance your weapons. So skill list: attack power plus 5, magic attack power plus 5, max HP plus 100, strong attack damage in Punisher mode 5% boost. So Buster Core, grow the materia in case within the Buster Sword. Use Cloud skill points to unlock skills and enhance the weapon's capability. So that's pretty cool right there, man. So there's a lot of deep mechanics with just going in the weapon system alone. And you know what I mean? This probably looks like the skill points here. Once again, we're getting confirmation of the different color materials. You got the independent, you got the what you call it, the support and the magic. It's a challenge that people do. They play and beat the whole game, no material. Oh yeah, oh, you talking about no material, like no not gonna equip anything. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. That's hardcore right there. To beat Final Fantasy no material, that's hardcore. And change core R1. Yeah, that's real hardcore. I could probably do that one time. I can run through it. Maybe I'll do that one day. Here we see Cloud's Buster Sword upgrade screen. So this is the specific Buster Sword upgrade screen. Looks a little convoluted here, but as you can see, they point out each thing is what's going on here. The different options would allow you to improve the wielder's status or increase the number of materia slots available. What? So within the actual weapon menu screen, upgrade screen, you can increase the number of materia slots for that weapon. So typically the Buster Sword, the Buster Blade is a 2 materia slot weapon. So if you continue using that weapon, you can increase the materia slots. They probably gonna limit you though. They're probably gonna limit you with each weapon. I'm pretty sure probably the Buster Sword, you're probably gonna get like max probably 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Depending on the weapon, you probably go higher. I would assume that, but that is OD. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have it where you can't just, you know, stack up a whole bunch of materials. You know, in the old game where if you try to stack up a whole bunch of like OP materials on you, unless, you know, leveling up, you know, it limits certain stats. You know what I mean? So you'll weaken your defense, or you'll weaken your magic, or weaken the attack. I wonder if it's gonna happen here with this game as well. So here, this is really cool right here. This little feature here within the game is really cool. I know I'm gonna dive into this, maxing out each weapon that I can get, which is cool. And it looks like So they got 4 slots here. It looks like you're gonna be 7 slots that you can get overall. I don't know if this is placeholder or stuff right here, but I'm looking at the slots here, this open area here, which is cool. Weapon level 3, next level 5. Damn, yo, I can't wait for this game, man. I can't wait for this. So here's what we saw in Japanese, but now this is the English text that we get to see here within the game options. So you have your difficulty, you have easy, normal, and you're gonna have classic here, which they showed off at TGS. They showed that off. Gameplay, camera control. So cursor position out of battle, forget. Cursor position in battle, forget. Mini map static, which makes sense. Some people like their mini map to rotate sometimes. That gets me confused. Subtitle, dialogue, and speaker name. Chat log, dialogue, and speaker name. Combat control guide displayed, hide. Yeah, that's going to be hidden. So yeah, typical menu here, but you know, I guess they're just showing off and you know, once again, letting you guys know that there's going to be a classic mode here. For the game, which they explain here. Classic mode can be activated by selecting classic from the difficulty menu. In classic mode, party members will act automatically with the ATB gauge filling up as they do so. In this mode, the player only needs to select which abilities, magic, and items they will use their ATB charges for. This brings the feel of the gameplay closer to a menu-based battle from the original Final Fantasy VII, but with the amazing immersive graphics of a remake. So I don't want to hear nobody complaining that we want a turn, man. Where's the menu system? Where's the strategy? It's just a hack and slash. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You got your little classic mode. You know what I mean? It's possible to revert the direct controls at any time during classic mode by pushing a button on the control. So that's the cool thing that I'm hearing. That's what we saw about classic mode, is the fact that even if you have it enabled, you can still, you know, bypass the actual mode by using, you know, pressing the buttons, you know, manually, which is good. Options. I definitely won't be on no classic mode. I'll be on normal. If they have a harder difficulty, you know what I mean, we'll play that as well. But this is what it's looking like for now. Yo, Envy, what is good, man? What is up? Oh yeah, and this is where they're showing the operator mode. So this is where Cloud does, like, he goes into like this more offensive like stance, and it's the onslaught of attacks that's going on. But look at, I love this stuff, man. This looks beautiful here. Look at this Shinra Soldier getting destroyed. Cloud getting a little destroyed too as well, but it's cool. You know what I mean? We heal that. But yeah, this is just looking amazing, man. This is looking amazing. A lot of people would be arguing with me, saying this is not going to be Game of the Year 2020. Yeah, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to cut it out. All right, so the triangle button activates each character's unique ability. Cloud's unique ability is to switch between different fighting styles. He can switch between operator mode, which has a good balance between attack and defense, and oh yeah, so that's what it's called, Punisher mode. So when you're in the Punisher mode, that's when it's just geared towards more offense, and you're just doing a whole bunch of onslaught of attacks. I don't think you can block in Punisher mode from the gameplay that I saw, but here it says Punisher mode, which is pictured here. This is in Punisher mode. So if you press triangle, he goes back to his normal, you know, basic stance, which is the operator mode, which is geared heavily towards offense. In Punisher mode, Cloud's movement speed is reduced, but his basic square button attacks are upgraded to an even mightier blow. So you're limiting your defense, you're limiting your mobility, but you gain a whole bunch of offense. This is probably going to be helpful when you have 100% stagger, when you have your enemy staggered and you just want to just go in, get as much damage as you can, build that ATB bar gauge. Then, you know what I mean, once the enemy gets out of staggered, you know, you probably go back into your operator mode and, you know, flow how you want to flow. But like I said, options. This is what a remake is, man. Like they're keeping the game tried and true, but you also adding new little nuances here to make it feel fresh. You know what I mean? So it's not just everybody keeps saying that they just want a basic new looking Final Fantasy 7 game, but I'm pretty sure if that was to come out, they will be complaining. Yo, Titanfall Princess, what's up, Nancy? How you doing today? Yo, by the way, make sure you guys subscribe to Nancy's new channel, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Nancy, you can put the link in the chat if you want. But yeah, that's her fighting game channel. She already got a whole bunch of content on there too. She moves quick. You know what I mean, out there. But yo, I'm all for it, man. You know, if you're about the fighting games, I will be supporting that. You know what I mean? I wish you would announce it on Twitter or make it more public. I saw something pop up. I was like, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Who's this? Then I clicked the channel. I was like, oh, that's Nancy. Hey.
Happy early Thanksgiving, Bari.
Yo, definitely appreciate it, Nancy, man. Appreciate it. Happy early Thanksgiving to all of you guys and you as well. Hopefully you guys are eating a whole bunch of food. You know what I mean? Yo, Thanksgiving is those days. It's that day when you eat, you find a nice spot on the couch and you just lounge. You know what I mean? You lounge. That's your cheat day. All right, for those people that are, healthy, they're very picky with what they eat because they want to keep their little health stuff up. Yo, listen, negate all of that. It's Thanksgiving heat. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I appreciate the donation, Nancy. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is Punisher mode. So next we are going to see Chocobo and Moogle. So this is really dope because I don't think this is the actual pre-order bonus that you will get in the game, right? This is not the pre-order bonus that you get in the game, but this is pretty much, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to assume this is going to be the first summon that you're going to get in the game, because just in Final Fantasy 7, the original game, when you went to the Chocobo farm, you got Chocobo and Moogle, your first summon, if you interacted with the Chocobos within the fence. So this is pretty much the new iteration of Chocobo and Moogle, Chocobo and Moogle. So, and it looks good. This is the first time I think we got to see an actual Chocobo outside of the picture of the Chocobo chick, but we see a full-grown Chocobo, so we can understand and see how Chocobos are going to look in the game. You know what I mean? And let's look at this picture here. It sees the stars is still up there. I wonder if it still have the attributes. Chocobo and Moogle, they had like a wind attribute, but I really want to know if they're going to keep that aspect with it, or are they going to have stats with it when it comes to the Chocobos as well. I mean, to the summons as well, which I'm pretty sure they're probably going to have it. But how summons work in this game is much different than how it works in the original game. In this game the summons actually stay out there with you, and you see the gauge here. They got like a timer gauge, and when the timer gauge is up, they'll do their devastating attack, their ultimate attack. Where in the original, you just you call in your summon and they just do their one attack and they get up out of there. You know what I mean? But this is gonna be this looks amazing, and I know it also has like paralyzing effects as well, if I remember correctly. I know it was like a wind and paralyzing effect that it can have, or it can stun your enemies and stuff like that with the original summon. But this looks good, man. We get to see a Chocobo. Yeah, yo, I got hella excited. So this is the ultimate attack here. I got hella excited when I saw this. So this is like the stampede. Yo, look at the Moogle. You can see the actual individual fur on the Moogle. Look at the oh my god. Yo, guys. Yo, I'm getting excited, bro. Yo, look at this. So we already saw Shiva, we saw Ifrit, right? Who else did we see summon wise? I think those are the only two summons we saw. Now this is the third summon that we saw, Chocobo and Moogle. I'm pretty sure the order is probably going to be like this. You're going to get Chocobo and Moogle first, then you're probably going to get Ifrit, then Shiva, then whatever other summon that they're going to have within the game. But for pre-ordering, I know you get Choco Chick, you get Carbuncle, and you get the Cactar. You know what I mean? If you pre-order, if you get the digital deluxe edition, if you just pre-order regular, I think you get like Choco Chick or something like that. But we just saw like a little stagnant picture of those summons. But look how beautiful this looks, man. Look how beautiful this looks. Yo, thank you. I started the channel like a day and a half ago, and I'm working on 70 subs. I love watching it. Yeah, as it should grow. You know what I mean? You put out good content, people's gonna attach themselves to it. Yeah, just be consistent with it. I'm pretty sure you are. You always put up fighting game content. But yeah, I'm there. I was just surprised when I saw it, because I saw the name of the channel within my feed, and I was just like, blood, sweat, and tears. That's a cool ass name. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, what is this? Because when I looked at it, it didn't have like a picture or anything like that. It just had like a bee, a purple bee. And then I clicked on one of the videos and I heard your voice. I was like, oh, this is Nancy. This is Nancy. So here we go. Chocobo and Moogle use their special move Stampede to run down the enemy with a herd of chocobos. Oh, I can't wait. While equipped in the summon material, you'll be able to summon a powerful ally once the special summon gauge fills up. Summons will fight alongside you automatically on the battlefield, but you can also use their own ATB charges. Oh my god, this is beautiful. They mix in like Final Fantasy 10 in here and 12 to have their own perform special abilities. Just before they leave the fight, your ally will unleash a powerful special move. Yo, I'm a Chocobo fanatic. I love the Chocobo music, everything. Yo, Mr. Righteous Fish, what is good? So you ever whip Z and COD? Yo, we didn't get to play it. I haven't played COD in like 2 weeks. That game has me so like jaded. But the time that we were supposed to play, I had something that I had to do. I had a date. So I hit up Zaire. I was like, yo, listen, man, our brother gotta do what a brother gotta do. You know what I mean? Yo, girls over video games. That's all I gotta say there, guys. So here we have an assess. So they're showing off one of the materials here. So they're showing off an ability. I don't know if this is gonna be a material or is this an ability. And I guess this is what Barry has. So assess. Oh, it's a material. It's material. My bad. I can't read. Assess. So pretty much this is pretty much scan. This is pretty much you're getting all your info about your enemies and all that stuff. Material that allows you to use the assess abilities. When you use assess on an enemy, you can see their resistance, weakness, and make it easier to defeat them in battle. So here's a depiction of how assess is going to look. A lot of information here on the screen. The gas strike, large bugs that like dark confined spaces usually encounter in the tunnel or the plate interior. They spew sticky thread from their mouth that ensnare on their prey. Ice attacks rapidly fill their stagger gauge, so they're very weak to ice. They do protect themselves with barrier when they're low on health or isolated. So they even let you know the XP you get, the AP, the gil, what they drop in here. They let you know their resistance, weakness is ice, their status element, lesser resistant, greater resistant, immune. They tell you a whole bunch of information here, yo. So this is gonna be a huge. I mean, the first time I ever played this game, I know I was using like the scan, material and all that. Yeah, I know you hate that card. I want to see you squash the bots. Oh yeah, listen, that's definitely, that's a guarantee. Like people will be thinking I'll be BSing about Call of Duty, but I'm actually a problem when it comes to Call of Duty. When it comes to a first person shooter, I can learn a first person shooter very easily. You know what I mean? And especially if I like it, oh, it's just a problem. If I like a first person shooter, it's a wrap. That game right there, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, doesn't feel like Call of Duty, you know, a game. I know they're gonna be updating the game. I know there's a new update coming like December or something like that. So we'll see, and we get back in how I feel about it then. But yeah, this is cool because this was a question that was brought up as well. When the game got revealed, like, yo, are they gonna have, like, you know, where you can scan enemy information and stuff like that? But they let you know that, yep, it is in the game. You know what I mean? So that is pretty cool that we get to see that stuff there within the game. So 1 second, guys, as I text this person real quick. Oh, Sense. I kept saying Scan. I think Scan was like in Final Fantasy 10 or 12, one of them. But the Sense. So is it going to still be like a command material, the yellow material? I don't know. We'll see. So here they're showing some mini games. You can play darts at the dartboard in the 7th heaven. So yo, in the 7th heaven, you actually can play darts in here. So this looks cool. I guess you got to line up the analog stick to hit your mark here. Damn, look how detailed this dartboard is. It still has like the puncture from previous darts in there. It's pretty. That's pretty badass, ain't it? That's pretty badass. And then you see my man Cloud. My man, yo, Cloud is skinny ass arms, but this man got a huge ass buster blade in his hand. Yo, look at the detail in his gloves, man. Oh my, yo, I can't wait for this game, man. I can't wait for this game. I've been thinking about this game since it got released, man. Like, oh, here's another cool little scene here. These pictures right here is really cool. So this is the bike scene that we saw in the trailer, but we actually get like a nice high res picture. As you can see them on the bike, and you see my man Biggs and Wedge over here. It looked like Biggs is actually doing some stuff too, and Cloud already hit this Shinra soldier here. So you actually, before you leave Shinra in the original game, you actually doing this kind of mini game here where the Shinra soldiers is chasing you on a G bike, and you pretty much got to slice them in the direction, so you can slash them in each direction. So square, it can be left, circle can be, you know, right side, and you got to hack away at them as they're coming at you. And as you slash them up, you know, they bike fall and they trip all over the place. It's really cool. But the other aspect in the original game is that you're also protecting like Barrett and Arif and Tifa and Red 13 in the pretty much the mini truck that they have there as the Shinra soldiers trying to attack them as you know, ride your bike. So you kind of getting a similar kind of mini game here, you know, as they're showing Cloud striking the Shinra guard. But you see another cool new aspect is that instead of you know you having Barrett and Tifa and, you know, Red 13, you know, they're pretty much helpless. They can't help themselves. They're just driving, you know, getting away from the soldiers. You have Biggs and Wedge. They actually, you know, looking like they're about to shoot this soldier as well. So I want to see how this scene gonna play out here, because this looks pretty cool. And you know, it's always cool to have a nice little bike scene, man. This is cool, man. So you get to get this a little early instead of the end of the, you know, the game or this certain sequence of the game. And yo, look at Arif's house. They actually showing the TV right here. Yo, this looks beautiful. The lighting, everything, this looks beautiful, man. The wooden structure, like it's in a tree that this house was being made. Look at the carpet, the ground. Yo, you're gonna see another picture that is going to be mwah. Oh my god. But yo, this is very captivating here. Very subtle little scene here, or very subtle picture. As you can see, you can see the mom here Got a self-portrait here. This is cool as hell, man. You know what I mean? But this is dope, man. I like the lighting and everything. And this is showing Cloud. This is his operator mode. And when you press triangle, he goes into Punisher. But this is operator mode. This is his more agile. This is his basic mode here. More agile and all that stuff. But look at this slash. I'm pretty sure this is a special, like I said, because you know I see this purple hue on the sword, and ATV bar already been used here, like we said before in the beginning. But here we go. This is sector 5 here. So sector 5 is where Aerith pretty much lives, and this is outside of her house. Look how upgraded this looks, bro. Yo, my God. Look how upgraded this look. What material you can get from here? What they had here? Was it cover? I think it was cover you can get here. You can probably get like a high potion or something like that. You can get one of those little you know, I think it's like a potion or ether you get as well here. But I think it was cover that you also get here when you go into like the little garden area. But look at this. Look at this. Now you have 2 bridges here. And matter of fact, you have 3. So this is probably the entrance to her house. You can go around here. You never could do this before. No, before it was just a one-way area here. You run past the house and you see this bridge and you go into the area. You pick up the materia and all that stuff and the item. Then you run back. But look how detailed and beautiful this look. And you actually getting some sunlight hitting here. But in the original game, you didn't really get sunlight in the lower played areas, in the lower slums areas. You know what I mean? But now you've seen a little sunlight here. I wonder if this is like artificially done. You know what I mean? It might be artificially done. I don't know if this is gonna be natural sunlight, but regardless or not, this still looks cool. As you see the little steampunk vibe here. Yo, oh my God, yo, look how beautiful this looks. Let me see. Oh, 1 second, yo. I gotta pull up. If I can find an actual picture. Aerith. If I can see a picture to make y'all see what I'm talking about here. All right, look up. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Here's a good picture, but where did it go? Anyways, here's a good picture, but it's kind of off. But here we go. This is how originally this looked. you see the upgrade, which it should be. But as you can see, you enter here, you walk past, you climb up here, you know what I mean? And there's the bridge here. There's a materia here. There's like a item here, or vice versa. And this is pretty much Aerith, you know, house. This is pretty much a house. How the outside area look. This is before. This is now. And you telling me if they are going to this length and this much detail just in one specific area, you know they already told you that Midgard has got a full upgrade from the original Final Fantasy VII, and people is out here complaining, talking about, oh, the game is coming out in parts. Yeah, you're still getting a full-fledged Final Fantasy game. You know what I mean? This detail. You think they're gonna put how much disc you think is gonna be if they have the full Final Fantasy VII Remake game in one package? You think you're gonna get that game for $60? Look at the detail that they're doing here. This is just one little area in Sector 5. Look at the detail. And they're doing this type of work throughout the whole of Midgard. One area that's in Final Fantasy VII. So imagine the other towns, the Junons. You know what I mean? the Mount Corrals, the Nibelheims. You know what I mean? The detail that's going to be put into that. And people was like, yo, we want this in one package, $60. They are this whole Midgard game that they haven't is already 2 discs. 2 discs. So imagine when the game opens up and you're getting this much detail. Let's say they do give you the full game, full-fledged Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's gonna be at least like 10 discs. At least 10 discs. For $60? That much work? I'm not damage controlling, but yo, you gotta be realistic here. It's not like they want to put the game out in parts. They're just expanding so much on the original game. They're expanding. Look at the difference. PS1, PS4. Exactly, Envy. This looks beautiful. Come on, man. Come on, man. Where we at? And look at the church. Oh my god. Look at it. Yo, this looks like it's from Avid Children, yo. This looks like it's from Avid Children right now. I'm loving the lighting so far in the game. It looks really good. And you see the flower beds here where Cloud is gonna drop into here. Oh my god. And we already seen the church in motion. Well, not in motion, but we already see within the church when Reno came in, you know what I mean, and met up with Cloud, and you see a little encounter that he had there. So this is looking really good. And then you have Aerith, where they find apps, and I guess she's using fire here. You know what I mean? Already using Aerith, looking beautiful with her little boots. You know what I mean? Looking oh so beautiful. Okay, so this is they showing a little stagger state here. So this is what I was talking about here, where I think this is where Punisher mode comes in, you know, where it's going to be very beneficial, where you have your opponent staggered. A staggered state is pretty much your enemy is like knocked down and they can't do anything for an amount of time period, regardless on, you know, however big or, you know, small the enemy is. They're staggered for that moment of time, and within that moment of time you get like a attack boost. You see right here, staggered times 160%. So within that, all your attacks that probably did like 45 damage now is doing like 160 damage in that staggered, you know, state of the enemy. But when they were explaining before with Punisher mode, that's a more offensive mode. You lessen your defense because you can't block, and you lessen your movement where you're just going and but your square button is turned to much more powerful attacks. That's where, you know, it comes in beneficial probably to switch to that mode to get all of that chunk of damage that you can add up in that staggered moment. And here you're using not cross slash, what you call it, my mind is going blank on me, you know what I mean. I'm really trying to think, like, what is Cloud shit called again? Braver. Here's Braver, where it look like an upgraded version of Braver, but I'm pretty sure this is Braver here. Hitting this enemy. Oh, this looks like one of the what's the dude name that you fight later, the weapons that you fight later when you got Red 13, like the 100 or something like that. And look at my girl Jessie, looking good. Everybody in the 7th Heaven bar. Look at the detail of this, man. You know, this is also going to be a major fact in this game, or a major, you know, moving point in this game, is that they're giving a lot of care and detail to Avalanche, where you're going to get more story aspects from Jesse and Wedge and Biggs, you know what I mean, and probably a little off soldiers here and there, but you're going to see Avalanche more prevalently here in this game. Where, you know, in the previous game, yeah, you got to, you know, you had your moment with them in the beginning of the game, but, you know, they eventually, you know, passed away. But You get more intimate moments here with them, as you can see here in the 7 Heaven bar. You know, they got the arcades here in the 7 Heaven bar, which this should lead to the secret room. But this looks good. This looking good. So that's Jess. That's Jesse. Here's my man Biggs. Look at the gun clip. Oh, yo, the detail in this game is looking ridiculous. The detail in this game is looking ridiculous. Yo, this is already giving me like a Vincent vibe a little bit here, man. We're gonna pale the skin out a little bit more, give him some red eyes, you know what I mean? He already giving me like a Vincent vibe. But look at the detail, man, that's going on in here, yo. Very, very fire pick. Very, very fire pick. And then you got my man Biggs. I mean, Wedge. Look at this gun. Look like the Order 1886 out here. Nice little steampunk. Look at this, man. You get to care about Wedge now, man. Outside of the little joke that you had in the little secret room, you get to care about him a little bit more, man. You know what I mean? Out of all of the three, you know, people are more, you know, succumb to like Jessie because, you know, she showed off like the plates and the train and all that stuff. But well, no, Tifa did that as well, but she also explained it a little bit. Oh man, they're showing us more attacks here. Then you got my man Rude looking really cool out here. But we already seen this, and we seen Reno as well. The Turks is in the game, so that's really cool. Final Fantasy VII Remake arrives March 3rd. This is looking really cool, man. I'm getting hella excited for this game because now they're showing off newer mechanics. Like I said before, you got a upgrade screen for your weapons where you can, you know, associate if you want to pretty much use it to improve the wielder status, or you want to increase the materia slot. So this is the pretty much the upgrade screen for your Buster Sword. And you know, they already show you that there's multiple weapons that you're going to be doing that for. Each weapons have different abilities. So you want to increase the proficiency of the weapon by using it more and using the ability more. And then once you do that, once you 100% you max out the proficiency of this weapon, you can start using that ability with other weapons. So the Buster Sword, you have the focus thrust. It's maxed out 100% proficiency. So if you equip like the hard edge, whatever the hard edge ability has, you have that enabled, and you're gonna have the focus thrust enabled because you mastered, you know, the Buster Sword's, you know, ability, weapon ability. So each weapon ability carries on whichever other weapon you want to use next because you max out the proficiency for that weapon. So that's really cool as well, man. So it's giving you a kind of a grind to work for within the game. And yeah, man, I'm really excited for this game. Yeah, March 3rd is pretty close. We're like 4 months away. Yeah, we're 4 months away from March 3rd. We're almost there. Let's fight through December. January is gonna be a good month. February is gonna be a good month. And then March is going to be here. Yo, so, you know, it's going to feel quick, man. It's going to feel quick. It's going to feel very, very quick because December, you know, that's going to be the catching up to the backlog games and, you know, trying out Star Ocean's Departure R, what I think the game's called. And then in January, you're going to have Dragon Ball Kakarot. And, you know, you have all the little fighting game updates that's coming in February for Eunice. And then you have you know, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I can speak for myself. I'm going to be a very busy man, you know what I mean, to help me through the times of getting to March 3rd. Oh, can't wait, man. But I'm going to end this video here, guys. If you guys have any questions or you just want to talk about anything that, you know, you probably want to bring up, let me know in the comment section. And we'll bring it up the next video or the next live stream when I do another one of these Final Fantasy VII Remake news streams. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry. I'm tired, and I'm gone. Enjoy your night. It's your boy J Bari. Deuces.